What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for another daily news video. Before I get into it, I know yesterday's video was a mess with the mic. No idea what happened because all settings look spotless, and the issue was fixed for months. And for some reason, it got back into old habits. So if it's happening again today, trying to fix it, it's not easy. It's not an obvious solution, but let's see how it will go today. So if you want to spam the comments again, whatever. But yeah, let's get into today's video. And today's video is going to be, we're not going to talk about VAR. I know people want to talk about that. We're not going to do it because we're going to do a live on, VAR and all the things surrounding decision making, whatever. So after this video, you can watch a live or you can go back and re-watch a live depending on when you're watching this video. But I want to talk about just the team, Allegri, because that remains an issue. VAR aside, I don't want to really discuss that in this video. Just the team and where we're going, where we're heading with this, how do you want to call it? Like direction? I don't know, what a situation. Before we get into it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, yesterday, again, forget about VAR for this video. Just look at the performance, and it was bad. And I'm putting it nicely. It was really bad. I had people telling me like, you're being too critical. It wasn't that bad. I rewatched that game because I had some time today. It was bad. Like I watched it twice. That's not a good performance. That's not how a good performance should look like. Going 2-0 down at home against Salernitana is not how a good performance looks like. And even that second half, we were poor. Like we were actually poor. We scored that goal. We put some pressure on them for like 5 minutes, and then we, kicked the ball around like we had another 200 minutes before the end of the game, which of course is not the case. We have no ideas on the ball. We are so stale, so clueless. Like it is what it is. Like, so easy to defend against because it was sideways. It's always sideways. It's so easy, excuse me, for the team sitting a low block, just moving around with us. It's so easy. And again, we create nothing. Like we don't create chances. Like look at the goals we score. Again, set pieces, quick corner, whatever. Chances we created, shots from outside the box. We were a bit unlucky. I'll give the team that yesterday. Like Milik was very unlucky yesterday. I get that. But like it's not, oh, we cut him open. Great play. That's a good chance. It's like edge of the box, take a shot because we're clueless in and around the box. Like that's the case. Even on transition, which looked good the first 15 minutes with Miretti when he was forcing things, but other than that, it's poor. Like that's not how a good performance looks, and it's not good enough. Like we have 2 wins out of 7 games played this season. Now, losing against PSG is no shame. Like if we lost against PSG, I get that. Even the matter we did, like it's frustrating. But losing to PSG, I'm not sitting here. It's okay. You're lost to PSG, but I understand you're losing to PSG. They are a better team, much better team. So I can take that. What I cannot take is only winning 2 games out of 6 in Serie A when we played poor teams. Like let's be completely honest. We played Sassuolo, who are not good, and that's what I predicted at the start of the season. Sampdoria, who are horrendous. We played Roma, which they're not a good team. And I'm not saying we are a good team. Like you should beat them in hell. You should. We didn't. And Fiorentina away from home. Like usually I'm like, if you don't win to Fiorentina away from home, I get that. But that performance was embarrassing. Like that was actually shocking. So it frustrates me. Like at the moment, nothing is positive in my opinion. Like I'm not sitting here and say, oh, that's positive. Like I can build on that. But like the moment you think you have something to build on, that's what we said after the PSG game in the second half. We're like, okay, you can build on that. We do that against Salernitana. Against Roma, good first half, and you're like, oh my god, we can build on that. piss poor second half. We go to Fiorentina. Like, it happens so many times. Not this season, last season. And last season does count. You know, it's the same. Like, last season counts. If the same things happen over and over and over again, you cannot discard that and say, let's start with a clean slate. No, like, it's the same things as last season. Like, there's no clean slate. He was a coach last season. And even some of the decision making, like, I'm not a coach, but like, taking off, like, you're down one, like, you're 2-1 down at home against Sanitana. You take off Kostic, who for me was the only spark up there. Like, he was the only one, in my opinion, who looked capable of actually making something happen out of nowhere. You take him off for Danilo, which I don't care if it's a tactically good choice, whatever. Like, you take off a winger, whatever you want to call it, for a right back. And even if you put Danilo on the right wing, it is a right back. Like, he's not a right winger. Like, he's not going to bring you anything going forward. So that even those decisions are mind-boggling, are confusing. Like, Cuadrado, I want to be nice for Cuadrado, but like, he is so bad. How he stayed on that pitch for 90 minutes. Unbelievable. Like, even on that penalty that's Alessandro got, he was trying to dribble a player and he forgets the ball. Like, and it's not like to laugh about it or to make a joke about it. It's about, this is happening for months now. You can't beat this man. He's very undecisive on the ball. The moment he makes a good run and in a dangerous area, to put in a cross or put in a final pass, it looks bad. Like, even in the first half, he was in the box. He was, I don't know what he was doing. He was tripping over the ball because he was overthinking it. He tries to play it to Vlahovic, easy interception for the defender because that pass was just poor again. So all those things combined, like, there's nothing positive. Like, if somebody in the comments can tell me I'm positive, please tell me what makes you feel positive when you look at, you know, these performances over the last 1 year and a half almost. It's not 2 months, it's last season also. You need to include that. You cannot forget that. You can't. And I don't want to hear Chiesa and Di Maria is out. You're playing freaking Salernitana at home. I don't want to hear that. I actually don't want to hear that as an excuse. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse to play this bad. Even when we have all our players, we play badly. Like, that's the thing you need to remember. It's not that when we had Chiesa, or like when Di Maria was playing, or whatever, okay, Pogba wasn't playing, that we were playing champagne football. I'm not even asking for champagne football, just sustainable football. Even if it's counter-attacking football. Sitting back, hitting teams on the break, you're dangerous. That's your style. Fine, whatever. We're not even that. Like, I don't know what we are. I think nobody can describe what we are at the moment. Are we a counter-attacking team? Are we an attacking team? Are we a possession-based team? Like, we are everything and nothing at the moment. That's just what we are. Like, we can go to Monza on Sunday and we can lose. And nobody would be shocked. Like, let's be completely honest, nobody can be shocked. Now, how much time will Allegri get? In my opinion, he will get the entire season. Also because of his contract, which is a big contract, and we cannot really afford to sack him and keep paying him, and also the next coach, unless you get, you know, bring in some next man who is on nothing, basically. But even then, it's questionable for the club. But Benfica on Wednesday, keep in mind, they played 11 games this season. They won all of them. And people can say, oh, it's Portuguese league. Remember Porto? That was the Portuguese league. So we cannot do that. They play 11 games. They won 11. That's who we are facing on Wednesday. A team with super confidence. Lost their best player in Nunez. Playing, I won't say lights out because I haven't watched him play, but like coming in that game, overconfidence. Like, they watch those games. Like, they watch a Sanitana game. Like, that's how they prepare. They're not scared of us. They're gonna come at us 100% sure. They're gonna go for it because they believe we have a shot. Sanitana believed they had a shot. Everyone who plays us believes they have a shot, and that's the problem. Like, that's actually the biggest problem. So that's on Wednesday. That's make and break. If you lose that game on Wednesday, like, even if you don't win that game, you're kind of in big trouble because that means you need to go to Benfica and win. You probably gonna need to pick up some points against PSG at home. Like, You need to win that game on Sunday. On Sunday also, like on Wednesday. If not, the problems are they're even bigger than they are at the moment. And at the moment, they're big. Like they are big because it's not sustainable what we're doing. You can see it, like 2 wins out of 6 games in Serie A, 6 seasons in the game, in the 6 games in the season in. It's bad. And Wednesday, it's not going to be easy. Like it's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. So let's see how that will go. But we will talk about VAR, of course, because that's a big topic. But we'll do that in a different video. I just want to address this because we should have won that game based on we scored 3 legit goals. But the issues are still there. There's no improvement. That's the worrying thing. Like you don't have the feeling we're improving. We're gonna pick up and we're gonna pick up steam and we're gone. Like we're going on a winning streak like in the past. You don't have that feeling. I have the feeling. I think a lot of people have that feeling going into games and you're like, we can win, we can lose, we can only pick up 1 point. We can do everything and nothing. That's the biggest issue, and I think that cannot be overlooked at the moment because you need to look ahead. Like you cannot live from game to game this early in the season. Now, if it's only 5 games left and you're struggling and you're shithousing your way to wins to a title, fine, like that's okay. But you're not gonna shithouse your way to a title. I don't think even a top 4 spot this season playing like that. So big pressure on Allegri from the fans, not from the club at the moment because you don't see any leaks. A little bit of the media is coming a little bit more now. But let's see how that will develop on Wednesday, of course, because that's a big one, a key one, my opinion. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you back in the live. Ciao, guys.